Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. With a swing throw underneath to Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The slot man in motion right. On play action, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The tackle by Quincy Williams. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
going to the air. Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. And the Dolphins first down.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Play action. Now it's Tua. A throw right side here going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Will the tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bradley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's second down at 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Purdy. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Purdy now to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 3rd down.
Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
The Jets first down. 1st and 10.
The Jets had 8 and 5 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Garcho on the tackle. A 7-yard
Ball again on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Fourth down.
And his kick is indeed good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Able to avoid him at the 40. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down up to the 47-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches. 80 yards and a touchdown. Now Achane on 1st and 10.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 3.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22.
That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Miami.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Will McDonald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to go down here a sack. They push him back to the 34. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
At the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Chuck Robinson on the tackle.
Purdy on a sneak. And he is going to have a Jets first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. Boy stays up. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. It's Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Purdy will look to throw again here. Got him in. It's Brown. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Purdy. And Brown's got it. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 26. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
42 yards on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. That's downfield. He's got Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got Higgins over the middle. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 36, Purdy. He finds Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Purdy sets up to throw again. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's third and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's second and 10.
Makes it second and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Dolphins first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's good for Dolphins. First down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Saints. And this is the speedster, Zay Flowers. They're going to air it out to him deep downfield, and he's right there to grab it. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And this is Rashid.
And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The second half starts with a run by Hall. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Higgins. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Purdy on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Jets will take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Play action. Now Purdy. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes at the 49, a It's the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Oh, nice move at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And the Jets, first down.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Purdy looking to throw.
36-yard line.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This pass out wide to Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to throw. Purdy on the RPO. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brock Purdy, a 6-yard touchdown run. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too in a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to pass. Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense. And they've done under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another 1st down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's Purdy. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
That's good for a Jets. First down.
A handoff for Hall. And a short pickup there. That'll about the 9. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s, but in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Play action, now it's Tua. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. New York set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Throwing here, Purdy to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step one on that play.
Ball again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Higgins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked them off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Tua. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In motion goes the tight end. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Tua. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
The two are going to try and throw for it. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Dolphins 17.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's 2nd and 8.
All again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here. Pick up of 3, getting it. .25. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Ronald getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Back to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Gomez. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open net is Waddle complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
12 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. A gain of 12.
Tua going to throw. Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Tagovailoa. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing Tua. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now Tua. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. There he goes, left side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Second and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now Sanders. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Now Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play. And they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And you